So here we are. We are at Monday of Holy Week. On Saturday evening, Passover begins. Sunday is the triumphant entry. And he comes in and they're yelling and screaming and praising, Hosanna, Hosanna. And he goes into the temple and he turns the tables because turning the temple into a house of robbers. And so then they rush off into Bethany where they spend the evening on Sunday evening. Now Monday, here we are. Monday morning, Jesus and his disciples are walking back into Jerusalem from Bethany, and he's hungry. Jesus is hungry, and it talks about that in Mark chapter 11. And he passes this fig tree. So he goes over to the fig tree. He sees leaves on the fig tree. So when fig trees are in season, you'll see, and just like with every other fruit, when things are in season, you'll see leaves. And so he sees leaves, and then he walks over and he sees that the tree was appearing to be bearing fruit, but it was barren and it had no fruit. There were no figs. And so he cursed the tree. And so what this is Jesus is talking about Israel here. And he's talking about the Pharisees and the hearts of Israel and the deception of the Pharisees and the Jewish leaders, where they are basically doing all of the right things, quote unquote. They're going to temple, they're doing all of the things. They look the part, they act the part, but their heart, there's no fruit in their life. And so Jesus curses the tree and says, if you're appearing to have fruit, but you have no fruit, you are worthless. He's likening that to the people of Israel. And also, that applies to me, it applies to you. Our life should bear fruit, the fruit of the Spirit. The Holy Spirit living in us should bear fruit, which is found in Galatians chapter 5. And they move into Jerusalem, where he's questioned over and over. I mean, they're talking, they're trying to trap Jesus. They're trying to get him on a technicality so they can arrest him, and they just can't do it. And so he goes on Monday, he runs into the fig tree, talks about that, the state and the hearts of people, of the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and kind of all of us, we should be bearing fruit. And then he goes into Jerusalem, and that is where he is questioned over and over and over, and you could read it. And I think it's Matthew 21 and Mark chapter 8, where he's questioned. It's important to look at our life and examine our life and look at the fruit of our life. What is the fruit of your life? Is the fruit of your life panic and worry and stress and money and things? Or is the fruit of your life love, peace, patience, kindness, faithfulness, and self-control, which should be the fruit of our life? And I believe that every believer has a seed of that. And the more we allow the Holy Spirit to grow that in us, the more that fruit blossoms in our life, the more it will be evident, not only to us, but to those around us. And that is actually the key. Tuesday is a huge day, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you for spending your time with me.